everyone, I'm back. I'm here with your astrology for the week. Also, just, kind of been an update about what's going on. So first of all, thank you so much to everybody who sent me really nice messages while I took a bit of a break. Part of it was too, I think I've been feeling under the weather. No, it's not COVID. I had a bad ear infection. I still kind of feel like a little bit scratchy in my throat and stuff. So I'm recovering from a cold. But also I needed a bit of a rest. I needed some downtime, and I want to thank everybody for all their nice comments and things, because I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. And, a lot of us are, and so thank you everybody for your kind words and things. Also, secondly, I'm going to be changing my hair again at some point this month, because I do not like this. I mean, it's not so much the half and half, but I really wanted a burgundy, which is the red I had before. And my regular hair person is on maternity. She now has a beautiful baby boy, so congratulations to her. But this is not the kind of red I wanted. It's actually kind of a brown. It's fading into a weird browny peach color, which was not what I asked for. And I'm just really not feeling it, not happy with it. I'll deal with it till I go see someone else. But for now, I'm just kind of like, oh, what the hell, So anyway, just bear with this. Just bear with this. Anyway, let's get on with the astrology. And then also, I just want to let you know that, my Etsy shop, of course, still up, still on my readings there. And then on Patreon, I do 4 videos a week there. So what I do is, the first level is what I call the seeker level, and I do weekly taroscopes there for every sign. And then I also do a weekly tarot reversal video. So we're going through the tarot cards and learning their reversals. So if you have always wanted to learn reversals, it's a great time to sign up for that. And then the next level is our coven level. And with that, I do a weekly video where if there's a full moon or a new moon, there's a full moon or a new moon ritual, or a Sabbath, there's a ritual. There's a meditation, or there's a tarot spread. So there's something different every week. The way I usually do it is we have new moon, and then the next week I'll do a tarot spread, and then full moon the following week, and then the following week I'll often do a meditation, or sometimes even a dark moon ritual. We pick a theme for every lunar cycle. So right now I'm working with the moon, and we're working on friendship spells, spells for companionship, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in working with Luna, the goddess Diana, I'm working on things like friendship and community, you can come work with us. There's also a Facebook group. And then as well, there's a book club right now. We're working on Psychic Witch. So you can, if you're interested in that. The next level up from that, and of course, if you're in the coven level, you get the seeker stuff as well. And then I've opened up the witch school level again. I really want to focus on things like working with, helping people to develop their own spiritual practice. And, there's a lot of stuff out there where it can get really overblown. I'm not into ceremonial magic. I'm really into keeping things simple and straightforward and doable and practical, because I work full time. I'm a stepmom. I have lots of things on my plate. So, we don't have time for giant fancy rituals, or we probably don't have the money for a million spell things. So I'm all about developing a workable, practical, spiritual practice. And that's what I want. That's what the school is aimed at. And so each month I'm going to have a theme. So if you're interested, you can jump on board, and that we're working on. And this month it is basic daily practices. That is the theme for the month of August, is basic daily practices. So that's prayer, devotions. That's about meditation, journaling, keeping a magical journal, whether you want to call that a book of shadows or a grimoire, all about that. So, and then of course at that level you get all the levels underneath as well. You're a member of the coven, all that stuff. And then above that I have 2 other levels where you get all the videos, but you also get a monthly reading. And they're the same price as the readings in the Etsy shop. So there's one for a 3-card reading and one for a 10-card reading. Same price as the Etsy shop, but then you get all the Patreon benefits as well. So I think it's a pretty good deal. So check it out if you're interested. If not, that's fine. We're going to talk about astrology now. So anyway, that's what I'm going on. That's what I decided to do, because I really just took some time to really think about what I wanted to focus on. And I decided I kind of wanted to focus on, doing YouTube and doing my Patreon and my Etsy shop, and, all the other extraneous stuff like, blogs and newsletters and Instagram, I'll do them as I feel. They're not as important, I think. I mean, I still enjoy them, but I want to focus on serving people and helping people. So that is what I'm going to do. So in that vein of thinking, I'm going to give you the astrology for the month of August, at least the headlines for the month. That's for sure. I'm not going to go through all of everything. So we're going to start with August 3rd, which is tomorrow. I'm intending on putting this up today, August 2nd. We have a full moon in the sign of Aquarius. It's at 11 degrees of Aquarius. Now, full moons are always when the sun and moon are opposite each other. So sun is in Leo, moon is in Aquarius. And it's about bringing together our individual wants with the wants of the collective. However, this full moon is squaring Uranus. So it's saying that our plans, best laid plans, may not come out the way that we think. It's also saying that there may be unexpected news. There may be unexpected things that we just hadn't thought of that we may have to adjust to. So the big word for this full moon is to be adaptable. It's also saying that think about what your goals are and how they can serve the broader purpose. And that is really what this particular full moon about. How can you use your creative gifts to help the world in some way? So that is a good full moon goal to work with. We also have for this full moon, we have Mercury in Cancer. So we're still speaking in a very emotional type way because Mercury is about communication, opposite Saturn, which is in Capricorn. So this is really going to be a month where one of the big themes is the individual against the collective, or the individual person against big, powerful forces. And that's really going to come to light as the month moves on. So we might just see some of those themes starting early into the month around the full moon. Tuesday, August 4th, Mercury changes signs from emotional Cancer into Leo, where he's pretty happy with. So we go from intuition to drama. Drama is the key word here. So Mercury and Leo, people are more expressive, people are very creative. It's a great time, generally speaking, to go to a play, although right now it's not a good time to be out in public for anybody. But people will be more expressive, more dramatic, more direct as well. So people may exaggerate, but the core of what they're saying is going to be true. Mercury in Leo is very honest, even if it is quite dramatic about its honesty. So we're going to see a change in tone of communication. We also have August 4th, Mars making its first square to one of the Capricorn planets. So Mars is in Aries, and this month he's going to square Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. So he squares Jupiter on the 4th of August. So that's a time when, Mars in Aries is all about like what the individual wants. It can be about angry words. It can be, fighting words, people fighting for things. And there's going to be a stress between that. And Capricorn's about power of structures and business and governments. So there's like a clash between governments or business wanting to expand and individuals fighting against that, because squares are all about fighting. So you'll see some of those themes start to come up around Tuesday. Friday, August 7th, Venus moves into the sign of Cancer. She's been in Gemini for 4 months, which is a super long time. So she's been all about talking, and flattery is the key word here, because she likes to be romanced through words. But now she's moving into Cancer. She wants to be romanced at home. And this is really a time for us to kind of be more at home and to make our home environments more beautiful. Here it says birth. We're looking to birth something new in our lives, a new beauty in our lives. And so it's saying like, we really want to kind of make our home environments and the environments around us beautiful. We want to be nurtured and we want to feel safe. Thursday, August 13th, we have the next square Mars makes. Mars makes a square to Pluto. And this is a volatile one. Mars squared Pluto is traditionally associated with war, traditionally associated with violence. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. It could be fighting words. It doesn't necessarily have to. I'm just saying this is the traditional medieval sort of interpretation. But I think some of those Mars, sort of aggressive things, aggressive energy, and then the Pluto, which is about power in Capricorn, the power of, governments and business and big structures and infrastructure and tradition and the way we do things. is going to, there is going to be stresses between them. So, I expect to see things in the news like protests and things. And it's also saying to us as individuals, not just what's in the news, but how do we relate to power, and how do we express power in our lives? And are we the ones trying to exert our power over others? So it's a good day to examine those power dynamics. The important thing too with these Mars squares is that they're going to happen 3 times. Because Mars is going forward, and then in September he goes retrograde. He goes back over these aspects in like September, October. He goes back, and then he starts to move forward again in November, and then we deal with these aspects again later on in the year. So we're having this recurring theme of sort of aggressive energy, but also, very intense individualism against tradition and power structures. And that can look different for different people. I would also encourage you to look, if you know your birth chart, at where your Aries house is and your Capricorn house is. And that will tell you where the stresses may be appearing in your life. So the Capricorn house will show you where power and tradition are being expressed, and the Aries house will show you where individualism is being expressed, and expect that there may be some stress between those areas. It's a recurring theme over the next few months, but it'll be more intense on these days. So Saturday, August 15th, Uranus goes retrograde. Now, it is a slower moving planet. It spends about half the year in retrograde, so you're not really going to feel it individually. It's happening at 11 degrees Taurus, so if you do have planets at 11 degrees, you might feel it a little bit more. But you're going to see it more in the world. There's going to be a reassessing of technological or scientific advances. There may be review of things. People may say, oh, we thought it was this, but it was that. Or there may be, things may not be as advanced as they think they are, so they have to redo things. So it's really just going over innovations that have happened over the past few months. So watch for those in the news. Monday, August 17th, we have Mercury trining Mars, and also the Sun is going to be conjunct with Mercury, which it does a few times a year. But Monday, August 17th is kind of the best day for you to, if you're doing a speaking engagement, or you have to promote yourself in some way, or you're in a competition, that's the day to do it, because you're going to be clear, you're going to be direct, you're going to be communicating well and with force, but not in a negative way. It's more like you're enthusiastic and you're able to deliver things. So Monday, August 17th is a really good day. Tuesday, August 18th, we have a new moon at 25 degrees of Leo. It's a really nice new moon. Venus is sextile Uranus that day. So some good, unusual news may happen. You may meet someone that's inspiring that day. You may be inspired by something beautiful that day. It's a really great new moon for setting intentions. Wednesday, August 19th, Mercury changes signs again. Mercury moves into Virgo, where he is very happy because that is one of the signs that he rules. Here we go. It says caution here. And then you've got a bunch of, antelopes and things. But I don't know if I agree with that keyword so much. But Mercury in Virgo is about planning. It's about details. It's about getting organized. It's that kind of back to school type energy in our lives, where we want to get organized and detailed with things. And then the Sun follows suit into Virgo on a Saturday, August 22nd. So, we kind of go from the fun and enjoyment of Leo into the sign of Virgo, where we're more planning and organizing and getting ready, for the winter, for the fall. Its key word, the Sun in Virgo, is health. So, thinking about nurturing ourselves, nurturing the people around us, that kind of thing. Then Monday, August 24th, we have Mars making its square with Saturn that day. So there's tensions with boundaries and rules and restrictions on that particular day. Tuesday, August 25th, Venus is opposite Jupiter, and then on the 30th, she's opposite Pluto. So those are kind of good days. Those are days where we're being asked to bring some beauty and some harmony into the tensions that have happened in August. So that's what I'm seeing for the month of August. Let me know what you think. Thank you again for all your kind remarks and things. I'll be back with a video later this week. And as always, peace and love.